I'm just going to read this. This is Revelation chapter 21. This chapter indicates that all our problems are really solved. Now, this is talking about a time after the millennium when we rule and reign with Christ for 1,000 years. This is what's coming in the future. So I'll just read that. I'll try not to comment. But I want these words to comfort you, and I want you to see in the way distant future your problems are solved, but I want you to bring back to the present and live in faith. Pray and God, ask God for the solutions to what you're fighting against presently, and to live as though that problem was already solved. That takes great faith. And it takes a lot of practice. And if you practice long enough and hard enough, and you believe, and you change the way you think, it will make a tremendous difference. You won't be moved so easily by things. We all got to get to a place where we're not moved by what's going on. We're simply asking God for the solution, and we're waiting on them, and we're believing that the solutions are going to come. So, Revelation chapter 21, I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. That's the heavens that we live in now. They were passed away, and there were no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of the heavens saying, "Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God." That's what's coming. "And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall be any more pain. For the former things are passed away." That's why I believe all our problems ultimately are solved, and we shall live as though they are. Here and now, and be encouraged by these words that are somewhat far off, maybe 1,050 years, something like that, or less than that, I believe. "And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said to me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said to me, It's done." Can we live as though it's done? I'm going to do my best to live that way. "I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give to him that is thirsty of the fountain of the water of life freely."